21-year-old young lady who has autism, and she loves to dance. She loves the theater. She loves to cheer, and she loves people. She is incredibly social for a child with autism.
She's always been incredibly affectionate, which is rare in autism. Something that we, of course, love. But she never meets a stranger. And she always wants us to introduce herself. She's proud that she's our daughter. That's one of the reasons that we, were so interested in Backlight. She definitely has a personality that can sometimes, take a backseat to the autism.
She's so sweet and innocent, and when she's around you, she's pure. She's just Anna. There's no pretense. There's nothing about her. She just wants to be your friend. Definitely
has an unconditional love quality about her that sometimes I'm jealous of.
That's something that this program's given her confidence. Doing it every week and being a part of it, it's given her confidence she's never had because she's never been exposed to it. She's never been stretched that far. The theater program is perfect for her because she is a part of a group, not just an individual. There's a space for her to shine in where she is put. You're part of the program, and the scenes that she's in are perfect for her. She glows in where she's put, and I love that. I love that she does not have to say a word, but she's performing. She's an actress. Yeah, she is. I never would have thought in a million years, looking back when watching Anna Grip, that she would be on a stage performing. And I have a lot of people tell me that.
I would just say that, when the curtain closes and after the show, Anna has just so much more confidence and joy in things that she does. The example that we give is not too long after she started Backlight, she was at a party and did some karaoke with Let It Go from Frozen. She just exuded confidence and joy from doing that. We know for a fact it was from her performing, because that's what she did. She grabbed the microphone, she belted it out like she was Idina Menzel. So definitely we feel overall her confidence, her joy has just grown in the last few years with Backlight.
So I first heard about Backlight through the Nashville Shakespeare Festival. I'm one of their teaching artists, and they reached out about a potential opportunity to work on Romeo and Juliet. And the actor part of me that was like, oh yes, I've done Romeo and Juliet before, was yes, what role shall I reprise? Thinking of that, and then it was really cool when I learned whoa, this is actually not about me at all. And this is really about investing in people who maybe wouldn't have the opportunity to have the spotlight and giving them their moment. Yeah, so Anna is very sweet, so she has a big heart. She is more, introverted, so prefers to kind of stay on the outside circles. Oftentimes she loves to color or have a project that she's working on. So if you met her at first, it might seem like she's not quite as involved in the group, but she's very aware and always wants to be with the group. And she's very loving. I mean, she loves to give people hugs and say hello, and she loves seeing all of her friends. During Romeo and Juliet, I saw Anna really struggle with the obstacle of just getting on stage and being on stage, and struggle with overcoming that anxiety, that stage fright. And I remember coming in early thinking, I need to review my lines, I need to review my blocking, I need to get my head in the game. And then her mother turned to me and said, can you please help me get her ready or feel prepared to go on stage? So it was really cool, because that was a moment where the focus had to completely shift from me to her. And so we were doing her hair and makeup together and just really trying to get her to feel confident and encouraged and beautiful, and you can do this. And then after participating in Romeo and Juliet, now I've seen her grow in confidence and be able to feel more comfortable being on the stage in front of others.
That will make this love complete for every man.
Micah is my firstborn, of course. He is sweet. He's, I don't know if he's ever injured a bug or anything like that. I mean, he's just, but yeah, he loves music. He's been playing the piano since he was 3 years old, by ear. He started playing Heaven in the Real World. Stephen Curtis Chapman helped out a lot with Micah's occupational therapy, because I would play just a little bit of a song and then I would turn it off. And in order for me to play more, he had to give me more. Yeah. And so we've used music a lot to help Micah use his words and talk, because before he was 3, he wasn't saying mom or anything. That's Micah to me. He's like a little angel in the house.
Honestly, I really can't add anything to that except for like he's just a great big brother. He like, even with his autism, he always be checking up on me and Jonah. Like, if we're doing something in another room, he'll pop his head in, like, look at us. We're like, Michael, you need anything? He's just looking at us and he just closes the door, making sure we're not doing anything.
One of his things is Inside Sesame Street. This is Inside Sesame Street, and I'm your host, Monty. How does it go, Micah? Yeah, no, it's not raining inside my can, so scram.
Take a hike.
Beat it, get lost, and don't come back. And so he's got all of these little things where he does all the emotions. I wish you could his emotion when he did that, but he does all the. And now he's about to go get it because he wants to go see it now. Okay. But he's got all these. Be careful, Micah. He's got all of these little skits where he will just come in and he'll just do the whole thing back and forth, and he's just all this emotion, like. Oh. I think that, I always love it when different people come to the show, and like every year we've had people from where I work come, and not just Micah, but just everybody alters. Everybody in the show totally alters what I've noticed of people, their expectations of adults with special needs, people with special needs. And I was so thankful because, like I said, his brothers, they sing and they act, and they get a lot of love, and I'm happy for that because I love all my sons, but I always hated that Micah, the one that has done it since he was 3 years old, never got a chance to show what he can do. And I mean, like every show, I'm like on the verge of tears because I'm just like, this is a dream come true, that I get to see my son be able to shine.
Hey, Micah, can you tell me what characters you've played in our shows?
Romeo and Juliet.
Who were you? Were you Romeo or Juliet?
Romeo.
Yeah, you were Romeo.
You were Romeo.
My first show with Backlight Productions was Romeo and Juliet. One of the first classes, I noticed that Micah was kind of off by himself. So when I first met him and I didn't see that he was vocal at all, except for sounds, I thought, I'm not sure what role he would play, what is he going to do? And then when I found out he was one of the Romeos, then I went to the script and I went, oh wow, he's got some lines too. when Micah was on stage for a particular scene, the balcony scene, and my job was to be a tree and just kind of facilitate that motion for him to move forward. I remember one of them, I indulged a little bit and I put up his hand on one of them as he was, professing his love to Juliet. And I think he got the hint, so he started milking it a little bit, so it was fun.
At the end of the day, my big brother, Micah has exceeded all expectations. And he's done that since he was 3, playing the piano. Like, he's done that when he learned how to tie his shoes. He's done that when he learned how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. And he's just like, you can just see him. He's just a walking huge, just bundle of potential. Like, he has so many talents, and you just want him to just go and let's see what he can do. Let's see, like, all that sort of things. Let's see how creative he can be. We see that he can, he can draw. We can see that he can sing way better than anyone in our family. We can see that he can play piano, and he has perfect pitch and can do all these certain things. Why not just, like, let's see how far he can go,
So I just want you guys to tell me about Christy. This is Christy. And I want to know, who is Christy? What kind of a person is she? What's your story, Christy?
Well, I'm 34 years old. I have an awesome family right here beside me. I love working. I'm a people's person. I love my family so much.
I'll tell you one thing about Christy. She doesn't like to hear the words "I can't" or "she can't." She doesn't like to be told that. It's been that way really ever since she's been young. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's not such a good thing. But it's just the determination that she has in her life to achieve what she wants to achieve. She goes after it, and it's really difficult to tell her to stop, because when she has something that she wants to accomplish, she really goes after it with all her heart.
Now tell us about some of your dreams. What dreams have you had for your life?
Well, acting is one of them. I loved being on stage and feeling comfortable up there. And I love learning new things. And I just love dancing and singing too.
Cool. So we're going to start with talking about how Backlight has enabled you to achieve certain dreams.
Well, I made new friends, and it made me feel more confident in myself on stage, and I got to feel more comfortable every role I played and my acting skills. Yet, oh Lord, why look, it's so sad.
I am a-weary. Give me leave. Oh.
Okay, so I want to know, how does achieving dreams at Backlight influence Christy's everyday life?
I think her having a focus, something to look forward to, and it's of course in her genre of interest and love. So when she has some focus, it just gives her such a pep in her step for everyday living, because she has something to look forward to. Then it goes beyond that to the performances and really making people feel good. I think it just energizes her in many, many ways.
It's building friendships and achieving dreams. When the show is over, I feel like I achieved an impossible dream.
So Christy Thompson, who is a student at Backlight, wrote the script, and it was a movie called A Dream Come True in New York City, and her sister Jackie was one of the leads. And I was the producer on this, so that meant that if the producer is doing anything after the start of the production, then their job should kind of be done by that point. But in this case, I was really fortunate because it was such a singular producing experience, because I was able to do stuff day to day. I was able to really engage with the actors. I was able to engage with the director in a way that I don't whenever I'm usually doing my job as a producer. What was so fulfilling to me is to see the actors at Backlight realize that they were actors. I remember the scene we shot, which was the big fight between the sisters. There was not a dry eye in the house, and that performance is one of the best scenes that I've ever seen in my life.
Why is it so hard for you to believe that a boy could like someone like me? You've ruined...
So Christy not only wrote A Dream Come True in New York City, but she was also the director. And Christy had never been on a film set before, but she always wanted to make a movie. And I told her, you're the director, don't feel like you're not. If you have something that's not going the way that you want it, you speak up and let me know. And we were shooting in what was supposed to be an apartment set, and it cut, and everything was great. And Christy came over and said, can I get like 2 insert shots of this? And it was like the 5th day. So she'd already gotten the lingo down, and she was completely in control of what she saw as her vision. So it was amazing seeing her work behind the camera and maintain her vision as this project came to life. So just seeing actors realize that and realize that potential across the board is probably the most personally fulfilling for me. What I find working with Backlight, and in the work that I did with Backlight on this particular project, was that you weren't really doing any giving in a sense. You were helping somebody experience their agency and realize that they were not only able to be in complete control of their talent, but they could share those talents with the world.